Welcome to Old Classic Car, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about a piece of motoring memorabilia from way back in 1964, a competition to win a brand new VAUXHALL Victor FB estate, no less. And I thought, just to begin with, a bit of background on the car that was being offered up as the prize, the Victor FB for 1964. The first VAUXHALL Victor model, the F Series, was introduced early in 1957 and owed much of its visual design to the cars being produced on the other side of the pond, with American styling influences, the fins, the bright colours, wraparound screen, lashings of chrome, etc., much in evidence. This was also the case with the PA Series Veloxes and Crestas. The VAUXHALL Victor FB, the F Series replacement, went on sale in late 1960 and continued in production until 1964, the year that this competition ran in. The FB's styling owed little to that of the outgoing model, of being altogether more sober yet handsome in its look, gone were the fins and transatlantic styling cues, instead replaced by sharp, unfussy and very clean lines, just what the 1960s motorist would have approved of. Fins were oh so yesterday by this point in time. Saying that, Triumph kept them on the Herald for many more years. The competition car, offered in 1964, a capacious FB estate no less, I really like the look of these, was due to be supplied by Welch & Co Limited of Bristol. By this time the FB was very much a run-out model, due to be replaced by the even more sober-suited FC series, or the VAUXHALL 101 as it was often called. The estate was priced at around £861 at the time. Over the saloon, it offered vastly improved carrying capacity, uprated rear springs and slightly meatier tyres definitely helped, although a lower rear axle ratio would have seen it compare unfavourably with the FB saloons out on the newfangled motorways that were busily sprouting up across the land here in the UK. Initially, the FB was offered with VAUXHALL's 1507cc 4-cylinder overhead valve engine, coupled to the 3-speed column change gearbox familiar to owners of the previous F Series. New to the FB though was the option of a 4-speed floor change box, which I'm sure transformed the driving appeal of these cars. In 1963 the engine grew slightly to 1594cc, and this coincided with a slight revision to the grille and the side lights at the front. Internally there were also different options available to the Victor FB buyer. A vinyl covered bench seat was standard fitment on the base spec and Super Victor variants. If you wanted individual front seats, then you'd either have to stump up the extra money for the deluxe version, or else tick the correct options box when ordering one of the lower spec models. Further personalisation offered by VAUXHALL sales agents included the optional fitment of accessories such as a heater, such luxuries, fog lamps, a radio, screen washers, a reversing light and seat belts. From October 1961 onwards, a sporty version of the FB Victor screeched into VAUXHALL dealerships across the land, the excitingly badged VX490. Upgrades included a redesigned cylinder head, twin carburetors, a higher compression ratio and front disc brakes aided by the standard fitment of a brake servo. Externally, the proud VX490 owner distanced him or herself from the regular FBs on the road by dint of a revised grille, a side stripe and very distinctive rear lamps that were unique to the model. Bucket seats were another benefit to VX490 ownership, as was a heater fitted as standard and a rev counter. A top speed somewhere north of 90 miles an hour was available, which compared favourably to the regular FB's top speed, the speedometer needle of which rarely troubled 80 on the dial and was happiest at somewhere below that lofty figure. Now let's have a look at the competition itself. This was organised by the Society for the Aid of Thalidomide Children. I'll add a little bit more information, a bit of background information onto that within the description of this particular video. And the car itself was supplied apparently by Welch & Co Limited of Redcliffe Street in Bristol. Now if anyone knows anything more about this particular garage, please pop a note into the comments and let me know if you have any experience or memories, recollections of this particular garage down in Bristol. Now the competition, this is a book of entry forms. This particular booklet, this turned up in an antique centre just a few years ago and it was available for just a few pounds, so I thought I would add this one to the collection of bits and bobs that we have stashed away here. Now this is the competition as described on one of the entry forms. The competition, a new VAUXHALL Victor estate car, will be driven by an experienced driver and carrying one passenger as navigator from the northern boundary of Bristol along the A38 in the direction of Gloucester. He will set off at 6 AM on Saturday, the 1st of August 1964, and will drive the car as near as possible to 30 miles an hour for as far as it will run on exactly 1 gallon of petrol. The first prize will be awarded to the competitor who most accurately calculates the total distance. And the winner, first prize, would be a brand new VAUXHALL Victor estate car plus £100 of running expenses. Second prize, a Channel Island week for 2. Third prize, a family size refrigerator. Fourth prize, a food mixer. And fifth prize, a floor polisher, plus many consolation prizes. And you would have to guess your answer, you would have to submit your answer, you would have to say the miles, how many yards, how many feet, and how many inches the car would complete on this 1 gallon of fuel. And then you would hand over your 1 shilling to the Society for the Aid of Thalidomide Children, and there you go, and fingers crossed you would hopefully win the prize. Now, there are various rules and conditions on the back of the ticket. I won't go into them all. It says the correct distance will be published in the main newspapers in the competition area in the first week of August 1964. If the correct distance is not submitted, the nearest correct answer will be regarded as the winning entry. In the event of the winner being unable or unwilling to accept the prize as advertised, or in the event of there being more than one winner, the promoters reserve the right to award as prizes for this competition such other prize or prizes as they, in their sole discretion, shall determine. The decision of the promoters in all matters, blah blah blah, is final. The promoters reserve the right to nullify any counterfoil completed in pencil or altered in any way or not clearly legible. Members of the Society for the Aid of Thalidomide Children, employees of their publicity agents, are not allowed to enter for this competition. Now, this is a complete book of entry forms, so whoever this was sent to clearly didn't do a great job in publicising and getting people to pay up, cough up their money and enter this particular competition. Now, the question is, did anyone win this particular VAUXHALL Victor FB estate in 1964? Do you have any recollections of this? Maybe if you subscribe to the online newspaper archive, you could have a quick look in there and just see if there's any reference to someone receiving the keys to a brand new VAUXHALL Victor FB in late 1964. I wonder if that was the case, or wonder, I just wonder how close the actual winning answer was to the exact mileage covered. Anyway, I thought I would just feature this little piece of memorabilia. There's quite a lot of printed ephemera here. I've been collecting this kind of thing for many, many years, so if you like these deep dives into particular items of memorabilia and some of the background history relating to them, please let me know in the comments, because this could become a regular feature here on the Old Classic Car channel. So thank you very much for watching this. Please keep an eye out on the channel for future uploads. Like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, please, because that really helps the channel grow, and there'll be many, many more videos along very, very soon indeed. So thanks for now. Bye bye.